Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. Let's just jump right into it. I want to show you what the perfect zucchini transplant is. This is also true for cucumbers and any kind of summer squash. This is the perfect zucchini transplant. Let's start with, seed starting, getting it to grow, and then we'll talk about the planting hole and getting it into the ground. This guy's not even 5 weeks old. The key to your zucchini transplants, summer squash, cucumbers, you only want them in a container about 4 or 5 weeks and then get them into the ground. Now, a whole lot of the seeds didn't germinate here. I used an off-brand, I needed some seeds, I just picked them up. One tip I have is to put 2 seeds into the planting area for your transplants. You're gonna have to thin them down to 1, but you don't wanna wait around for a single seed to germinate that's not gonna germinate. This is another beautiful zucchini transplant. Perfect size, perfect color. We'll go over that. Today is May 10th. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. And these plants were started on 4/12, so they're not even 5 weeks old. What I recommend is 4 weeks to 5 weeks in a container this size. Like this guy germinated really late. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that one. You don't want to do your zooks, your cukes, your summer squash in a container this size. It's just not going to be able to hold the roots well. The roots are going to get bound and coiled, and it impacts the plant. This is okay, something like that. Not the best. I do recommend something about this size. I sell all this at my seed and garden shop. You could use repurposed yogurt containers, just poke some holes in the bottom, but you want a container, just like this. Fill it with any seed starting potting mix that you're using outdoors, and you're just going to press these seeds down about 1/2 inch. Cover them over, press them in, water them in. Once they germinate, let's just pretend this guy popped up a couple days ago, even though it's been there for almost 5 weeks. After it germinates, about 7 days after that, hit it with a water-soluble fertilizer, any one, and these plants will look great. And just keep them watered. This plant is underwatered, that's why it's looking beat up, and it was sitting in the corner and I just didn't water it regularly. If you don't water your seed starts well, it's going to impact their overall well-being. And if you don't water the transplants once they're outside, and I'll talk about that, you're going to really damage the plant, and I'll explain to you why. This is the perfect amount of roots. Again, today is May 10th. These are put in April 12th. Not overly coiled. Let's get that in focus. I mean, they look really, really good. This is, perfect. Let me get this back into a container till I get it outside. If you let these go 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, they're just going to get bound. They're going to slow down their upper growth. They're going to start to flower. And yes, you can do stuff to make the plant survive, but it's just not going to flourish. Seed starting, 4 or 5 weeks, get them into the transplant hole. If you are starting these inside, remember you have to spend a week of letting these go out into the sun a little bit each day, a little bit more each day over that week's time so they get used to the UV rays of the sun. But I'm using my unheated greenhouse. I mean, the plants here look really good. Again, 4 or 5 weeks. Growing past that does not give you a jump on getting zucchini quicker to your table. In fact, it's the opposite. Once you really pass that 5 weeks, it's a detriment to the plant. Just want to show you the quick version of setting up the planting hole. I do this for putting in my transplants, or if I was going to drop seeds, maybe more squash and zucchini in July, I would do the same thing. I will link the longer video if you want to watch that, but these are the basics. You're going to dig out a space, something like that, not too deep, and then put in 2 or 3 big handfuls of your compost if you have it. If you don't have that, or maybe your soil is heavier clay or not the best stuff, you could put in a potting mix or some peat moss just to kind of loosen it up. This is where I would put in 2 or 3 tablespoons of any organic granular fertilizer if you're using that. I like using alfalfa pellets, it's cheaper. It's what I use for my organic granular, really. I just put in a big handful like that. And then it's really important to just mix this through. The compost will feed your plant right away. It's great for worms, all that good stuff. The alfalfa pellets are going to take a good 30 to 90 days to really break down and that'll just provide, food down the line. It's the water-soluble fertilizer. We'll go back to the other plant for that really gets your plants off to a great start. I also then take in the other soil and just mix it through. Gonna put in my transplant. Let's loosen up the roots a little bit. Want to plant it to about right here where my finger is, a little bit deeper. The alfalfa is not going to hurt the root system. And then I just press it in. If I was going to do seeds, like this is my first round of squash and cucumbers. So I'd like to grow the transplants, get them into the ground beginning of May, and get them growing. As time goes on, disease, pests beat these plants up pretty good. I put new seeds into the ground around June 15th or so. Set up the planting hole the same way. 1 seed, 2 seed, maybe 3 seeds. Whatever's the strongest one, I keep. That's just a great way to keep growing through the pest and disease cycles of the different insects and diseases that show up in your garden. Keep planting. You don't have to stop with your May plantings of your cukes, your zooks, and your squash. And then water it in really well with a water-soluble fertilizer, something like that. That's going to get the plant off to a great start. The water-soluble means that the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium immediately available to the plant help the roots grow, help the green grow. This is a perfect balance between upper green growth, not too much, and a nice root system, which I showed you a second ago. That's going to be the perfect balance. The roots are going to continue to grow. They're big enough to support the growth right now, and this plant's going to take off. The number one mistake, and I may be doing a video on that, but the number one mistake is, remember, the root system is only this wide. So today it was almost 80 degrees. If I put this into the ground and I water and it rains and everything is soaked around here, a hot day, the leaves are working, it's going to take all the water that's around the root system. The roots have not grown big enough to get the water out here. So in one day, the root system of this plant can dry out. And you saw what was happening to the plant inside that didn't have enough water. It begins to wilt. It's going to stop growing. It's going to be stunted. So when you put a transplant in, you can't think of the space as big as you see here now being soaked. It's beginning to rain, actually. Perfect timing. Being soaked and having water for this little guy. Because the root system is only that big, you want to water every other day for a good 10 to 14 days. Let that root system establish, and then it'll be able to take care of itself. If it's a little bit cooler right now at night, it's in the 40s, low 50s, don't put any mulch down yet. You want the sun during the day to really warm up the soil and warm up the roots. That's what gives the plant a signal to grow. In about a week or so, I'm going to put down about 1 inch of mulch. You could use shredded hardwood, grass clippings, whatever you want. Keeps the moisture in, good for earthworms, good for microbes. But this is really what I recommend for growing your zooks, your squash, your summer squash, cucumbers. 4 to 5 weeks in a container, about that size back there. Get into the ground on that 4th, 5th week. Water it in with the water-soluble. Basic planting hole set up. Water it every other day for 15 days or so. Perfect, you're good to go. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. I sell tomato and pepper seeds, $1.75 a pack. All other seeds are only $1.50. And please subscribe. I'll teach you how to plant just about everything you can grow in a garden for food. Flowers, herbs, teach you how to tend, take care of pests and disease. But more importantly, I'll try and give you the information you need to just have a better experience. Thanks for watching.